Okay, guys, so let's talk about Facebook ads. So this can just be testing method number one. Many people out there have their own testing methods, and like as a general disclaimer, I can only tell you what's worked for us and what continues to work for us, though, so it can work for you. And we like to test a lot of products. Our budget is mainly like we test products all the time. That's why we maintain a general store as well as our branded store because we keep on testing products all the time. We never stop testing products, and I'm not even sure if I've mentioned that in this course yet, but like here it is here. We test products all the time, and that should be something that you should be doing as well because even if you find a winning product or a couple of winning products and you make a lot of money, sometimes products have a life cycle and they can run out of that life cycle, and then you are left with all of a sudden an ad set that doesn't perform, or the product just doesn't sell that well anymore. You can't target the right people. You're not getting the same amount of reach. Whatever, there's a million things that can happen. You should be testing products all the time to make sure that you keep on making money. It is a big deal, and this is also like why I always say about having decent profit margins with your products and selling like, not high priced items, but something where you're making at least 10, 15, $20 profit. You're able to mark up by that much because you need to be able to test products. You need to be able to test, and you need to spend some money to do so. So let's just talk about this to start off with. Website conversion ad set with add to cart is what we'll always use, and we'll have 5 ad sets, and each ad set like $5 to $10. So, excuse me. Then, generally, if you get 1 or 2 sales, let it run for 2 or 3 days. Now, this is a big one here because most people that you'll see in Facebook groups, etc., I read it all the time. They'll like someone will have a question in the group and they'll say that they're getting like they got a sale or they got a couple of sales, and then everyone's talking about straight away scaling up that ad set. But that's not the way to do it. I've never done it that way. So we we are very patient and let it run for at least 2 or 3 days to see if it was a fluke or whether it's going to be consistent or not. So after 2 or 3 days, let's say that 3 of my ad sets were doing well. Oh, by the way, so if I have 5 ad sets, if let's say 2 of them had 0 sales, kill the ad. It's simple as that. Like, this is the general rule down here. If you're not getting any sales after, like, you know, a couple of days or whatever, kill the ad. So 2 days, I would say, kill the ad. So if you got 1 or 2 sales, let it run for 2 or 3 days. After 2 or 3 days, kill the least performing ads. So what I mean by that is, if you had, let's say you had 3 ad sets that were still running, and one got 5 sales, one got 3, and one got 1 sale, I would kill the 1 sale ad set. So you would kill the least performing ad set. Let the others continue as long as you're as long as I'm making money. So what I mean by that is, as long as you're still in positive cash flow or at least breaking even, keep it running and just see what happens there. If it's still going well, then I would look at scaling up. So you're either going to do that by increasing the budget on the best performer or duplicating the ad set. So we can talk about this more in the next coming videos. A big one here, and you would have heard this before if you've been around Shopify, but don't fall in love with the products. So what I mean by that is, someone will think they've found like the best product and they're more in love with it than the customer is. So they'll be trying everything to market this product, but it just isn't selling, and then they'll spend a lot of money on trying to sell a product because they just assume it's going to be a winner. When I first got into dropshipping, I had done this with about 3 or 4 products that were in the fitness niche because I'm a personal trainer, and I just assumed that they would sell because I was so into the products, and they didn't. So don't fall in love with products. You will only end up wasting money and wasting time. So this is for testing products quickly You pretty much, you've got your ad sets, you're throwing it out there on a smaller sort of budget, and you're killing the ones that aren't performing and leaving the ones running that are. It's very, very basic, really, but this is what works. And yeah, the other thing, so $5 to $10, that can change, by the way. So sometimes I might put 10, 15, even $20. So that can change, but as a general rule of thumb, this is a very basic way of doing Facebook ads that most people follow, and this will be good for any of you guys to try out.